Thinking about something I hear a lot, people curious about the language barrier in the Philippines. Before moving here, it's natural to wonder if daily life will be hard because you don't speak Filipino fluently. I want to share my honest experience, and you might be surprised. It's much easier than most expect. English is widely understood here, especially in cities and tourist areas. Malls, restaurants, and service centers often have staff who speak English well. Ordering food, asking for directions, or handling basic transactions usually doesn't feel stressful or confusing. Even outside the major cities, in smaller towns or provinces, you'll often find someone nearby who speaks English, or at least enough to help. Filipinos are generally very patient and accommodating when communicating with foreigners, which makes life much smoother. It helps that English is an official language here. Schools teach it, and it's used in government, business, and media. Signs are often in English, menus too, and many conversations include English words or phrases even when people are speaking their native language. Of course, not everyone is fluent, and accents or local slang can take some getting used to. But even if someone struggles, gestures, context, and a little patience usually solve almost every situation. Communication rarely becomes a real barrier. Ordering at local restaurants is one example. I can usually ask for food, specify how I want it, and get exactly what I expect. Staff are patient and happy to explain things. You start to realize that life here really doesn't require perfect language skills. Shopping in markets or small stores works the same way. You might have to point to items or ask simple questions slowly, but people generally understand and want to help. It becomes part of the rhythm of daily life. Even when meeting new people, locals often switch to English if they notice you're struggling. Conversations flow naturally, and people are curious, kind, and patient. That's one of the nicest parts of living here. Communication feels easier than expected. If I think about it, many Filipinos are bilingual or multilingual. English is mixed into daily speech naturally. You'll hear conversations with a mix of Tagalog and English, and most of the time it's easy to follow if you know basic English. For long-term living, learning basic Tagalog is still helpful. Simple greetings, thank you, and common phrases go a long way. People appreciate the effort, and it opens doors to deeper connections, even if English works fine for day-to-day life. The language barrier that people imagine is often much bigger in their heads than in reality. Daily life in the Philippines is surprisingly accessible, even if you only speak English. Most foreigners adjust very quickly once they spend some time here. Overall, the takeaway is this: the Philippines is much more English-friendly than people expect. Daily tasks, eating out, shopping, and getting around all work smoothly, even without perfect language skills. So that makes living here far less stressful than many outsiders assume. So if you're thinking about visiting or moving here and worrying about language, don't be. With a bit of patience and basic phrases, communication is easy. You'll quickly realize life flows smoothly, even without fluency in Filipino. Thanks for riding with me today. Hopefully this gives you a clearer picture of what communication is really like in the Philippines. It's easier than you think, and it makes everyday life, riding and exploring, feel far less intimidating than you might imagine.